Good morning, boys and girls. I'm glad you're back with us again this morning. Today we're going to be talking about a very special man. Remember, we're talking about the Old Testament and the people that were first on earth. And we talked about Adam and Eve last time, how God made a beautiful garden for them to live in and gave them everything they wanted or could ever want, and gave all the trees to the garden to them to eat except for one tree. And what tree was that? The knowledge of good and evil. That's right. And so this story today is after that. There were more people born on the earth. There were a lot of people on the earth, and the earth turned wicked. Wicked means that they were bad. They were evil. Remember, they ate of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and they were evil. And God was sad. He didn't like it. And so he found a real good man named Noah to help him. So let's read the story, then we'll talk some more about it, okay? All right. After Adam and Eve left the Garden of Eden, they had many children, and their children had children, and so on for years, hundreds of years. There came a time when the people of the earth did not know God, and they didn't obey God. They had decided to be evil. But God could see them. He did not like what he saw. The people were selfish and evil, and they fought and did bad things to one another. God was sorry that he had ever made men and women to live on the earth. Isn't that terrible that it made God so sad that he was sorry he made the people? Now he would put an end to all of the people on earth. He was going to get rid of them. He said, these people are so bad, I don't want to keep them anymore. But God wanted to save Noah because Noah was a good man. God came to Noah and spoke to him and said, I'm going to flood the earth and destroy everything living on it, he said. But I want you to build a great ark for yourself and your family. Now, an ark was a boat, a great big boat. And he said, Noah, I'm going to flood the earth. Well, Noah believed him, but you know what? It never had rained on earth before. Noah had never seen rain. God had watered the earth from springs that came up. So let's see what happened if he can build this big ark. Bring into the ark 2 of every animal, and from the smallest to the largest, and animals that fly, and those that walk, and those that crawl on the ground. He wanted Noah to bring 2 of all the animals. My goodness, that was going to have to be a big boat, wasn't it? Noah built the ark from wood, and he made it large enough to hold all of the animals and enough food to feed every one. When the ark was ready, the animals came in 2 by 2. At last, Noah and his wife and his 3 sons and their wives went into the ark. The clouds came and the rain started to fall. It rained and rained and rained. It rained for 40 days and 40 nights. The earth was flooded, and every living thing on the earth was destroyed, except the ones that were in the ark. But Noah's ark was well built and floated on the water, and inside it was dry and warm. At last it stopped raining, and God remembered Noah, and he sent a great wind, and the water began to go down. After many days, Noah sent out a dove. When the dove flew back the second time, it held in its beak a leaf from an olive tree, and Noah knew that the flood waters were gone away. He wanted he waited 7 more days, and then he sent out the dove again. This time the dove did not come back, and Noah knew that the dove had found dry ground to live on. So he opened up the ark and let all of the animals out. And we're going to stop there today. There's more to the story, and we're going to talk about it next week. But Noah was a good man, and I guess it was kind of hard to find a good man because the Bible says that everyone was evil. But God knew Noah was not evil. And so he went to Noah and he said, will you build me this ark? And he told him exactly how to build it, exactly how big to build it, and exactly how many levels it would have. It had 3 levels, and the people lived on one level and the animals were on the other level. And there was it was really a well-planned thing. So God had him build this ark. So the Bible also says that he told him to get two of each animal. He wanted a boy animal and a girl animal because the boy girl and girl animals could have more baby animals when they got to the new land. So God told Noah to do this, and Noah's sons helped him. He had 3 sons, and they had wives. They were grown boys, and so they had wives, and so only 8 people got to go on the ark. Let's count the people and see if we can count them. There's Noah and his wife. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 8 people. That wasn't very many, was it? But that's who got to go. And then when the ark was ready, the animals came to the ark, is what the Bible says. Noah didn't have to go find them all and get them to come. They came. God sent them, and they came to the ark, and they got on the ark. Now, a man has built a replica of the ark in Kentucky, and I got to go and see that, and it was amazing because he built it by the same plans that God gave Noah. And it was amazing how big it was and how many rooms it had and how much food it took to feed all the animals for that long. Because it rained for 40 days and 40 nights, but they were on the ark for almost a year. And so it took a lot of food to take care of those animals. So as the animals came, they came 2 by 2. They came in pairs and they got on the ark. And the 8 people got on the ark, but none of the other people got to go because they had been wicked and evil and didn't obey God. And the Bible says that when everybody was on the ark and all the animals were on the ark, God closed the door. He closed the door himself because he didn't want anybody else to get on. He wanted everybody else to be gone. And so it's kind of a sad story, isn't it? The people were so bad that God had to get rid of them. But he knew that there was no hope for them, so he got rid of them. And so they stayed on the ark for a long, long time. And it rained for 40 days and 40 nights, and that's a long time. And then it quit raining. And when it quit raining, the ark came to rest between 2 mountains, right where the mountains joined each other. It came to rest in the valley of the mountains. And the children, the people were saved, and the animals were saved. And then when the bird went out and found the dry land, they got to get out of the ark and they started all over, started a new world all over. That's a good story, isn't it? Okay. So here's another book that has that story in it that I like to read. It's a rhyming book, and it's got good pictures in it. And we'll read it real quick. God saw wickedness across the land and decided upon a mighty plan. He called on Noah, so righteous and good, to build an ark from strong, hard wood. God announced that the flood was near and people and animals would disappear. Now remember, it never had rain, so Noah really had to have faith, didn't he? What if someone told you that pickles were going to fall from the sky? You wouldn't believe them, would you? Because we've never seen pickles fall from the sky, have we? Well, Noah never had seen water fall from the sky, but he believed because God said so. And when God tells us something, we have to believe it, don't we? Because God's always right. But the Lord told Noah what to do. Bring all of the animals 2 by 2. Remember, he got the boy animal and the girl animal of every kind. Lions and hippos and cows that go moo, chickens and rhinos and elephants too. The ark will keep you safe and dry when the flood begins and the water is high. For 40 days God made it pour, then suddenly it rained no more. But the deep, deep water was all around. Noah sent a dove to search for ground. The bird returned with the branch of the tree. Land was found, the ark was free. Then God sent a rainbow as a sign, a gift of his love that forever will shine. All right, that's a good story. And in your folders this week, we'll have some more things about Noah and the flood. I think you had some last week when you were here, and you'll have some more this week that you can do that Miss Laura's going to put in our folder, okay? And we know a song about Noah. It's kind of a long song, but we're going to sing it, okay? Just see if we can do it together. And it's God told Noah to build an ark. It's God told Noah to build him an arky. God told Noah to build him an arky. Build it out of gopher, barky children of the Lord. So Noah, he built him an arky. Noah, he built him an arky. Built it out of gopher, barky children of the Lord. The animals, they came in by twosies, animals, they came in by twosies, elephants and kangaroosies, children of the Lord. The animal, it rained and rained for 40 nights and days, rained and rained for 40 nights and days, almost drove those animals crazy, children of the Lord. Then Noah, he sent out a dovey, Noah, he sent out a dovey, said there's blue skies above, children of the Lord. Then this is the end of our story. This is the end of my story. Everything was hunky dory, children of the Lord. Okay, that's kind of a long song, but that's a fun song. And we also sing the song about good old Noah built an ark, and it's like old MacDonald had a farm. So you might want to sing that one too when you're at home. Yeah, I think you know that song too. Okay, it's good that you're here this morning, and I'm glad that you're learning about Noah. And when you get your folder, you can do more work for it. Good to see you.